Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out why do guys. So guys will be like, oh, if a girl like let me hit on the first night, then she a hoe, right? So then like, but if a girl make him wait, then like he feel like she trying to play him. So it's like, which, like, I'm kind of confused to like which one.
It depends on the man and what he values, how he values women, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, because it's like,
wait, what was the question? I had to fix the camera. You said if a man what?
So if a guy like a guy would be like, oh, if she let me hit like too fast or whatever, then like she a hoe, right? So then like, but then on the flip side, if she like try to make him wait, then like he feel like she trying to play him. Yeah. So it's like, which one is it? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question. I mean, M was getting close to the answer. Let's see if M can actually land a plan on your answer. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said it depends on how the man values the woman and also how she carries herself. Like, aside from, giving it up quickly, it's also if in other areas she's able to still maintain and be the soft and all of the attributes that he's looking for.
Okay. Yeah, M answered it pretty good. She's been on the podcast before. I told you well, M. Good job. You're learning. But I'll elaborate a little bit more. Okay. So it's very simple. It is two types of men. It all depends on how their experience with women. An experienced man, he's not going to look at a woman the type of way if he hits the first night, because he has experience. He knows that I'm just that guy, and because he has experience with women. But it's all about, even with the experienced guy, it's all about the woman adding value outside of sex. So if the woman gives up sex, she gives up her kid, then you have to add value outside of sex to keep that man around. That's how you retain that guy. He's not going to look at you as a hoe. For example, if a dude nails something on the first night, and you know what I mean, the next day goes by and the girl doesn't text him or anything, and like it's another day goes by, she doesn't text him, and then if he has to text first or she waits a while to text back, it's two things. Maybe the dick was whack, or she just for the streets, meaning that she's been ran through a couple times. Dang. Because women are emotional creatures, right? When they give that cootie cat up, they want to know where he at. Like, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? That's natural if they like you, right? Yeah. And a woman only gives up that cootie cat when they like a man. But if she's broken, she giving that thing up just she giving it up. You know what I mean? Because she's broken. She's incapable of like peer bonding like how she used to be, because she racked up too many bodies. So that's that one guy. That's what he would look for if the woman would add sex, if the woman would add value outside of sex. So be a asset instead of a liability. Then the other guy, he's not as experienced. So that guy, he kind of walking on thin ice, is because he's not that experienced with women and he doesn't really understand female nature. So he's looking at purity so much, because once again, men, we want purity, but the experienced man, he dealt with women, so he knows the ins and outs of the game. But that inexperienced man, he's just looking for purity so much. Is like, you give it up to him the first night, he gonna be like, ugh, feel disgusted by, like, yeah, she's a whore. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really nothing you could do with those guys. That's just how they gonna view it. And normally it's when a young, inexperienced, it's like, but even with those guys, if the woman still adds value outside of sex, you could kind of flip that. He'll be all right. So the main thing is, only give up the box to the dudes that you like, actually see something with, and add value outside of sex, and you'll be all right. You'll keep them around.
Okay.
Yeah. She had a question. I'm gonna get to you after. Go ahead, Jordan.
Okay. My question, I guess, is, I feel like we use the word toxic and narcissist too much. So I'm wondering, like, where we actually find that balance of what, like, is that actually toxic, or is that just something that you don't want in that person, or what are these toxic traits? And I think narcissist is used way too much too.
Okay, like women use that word too much.
Yeah, and even
because guys don't really use that word, and the guys that do use that word, like even girls and guys look at them we're like, man, what?
Guys use that word to be manipulative. Everything is. They know we do it.
Okay, so that's a good question. So let's formulate what you said into an actual question. So pretty much you're saying women use the word toxic and narcissist too much when it comes to guys. And, you know, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Is that the question, or is the question like...
I guess the question is, are these traits actually toxic? Like, they're not, or are they?
Or are they? Okay, so now let's go around with toxic. We can have the girls go around and name some traits that you think is toxic in a man or narcissistic in a man, and then we'll talk about it. Let's start. We started over here last time, right? Let's start with you.
A trait that's toxic in a man?
It could be toxic or narcissistic, and just like name which one is. I mean, if it's narcissistic, it's toxic.
I mean, I guess because we're because I don't think that's right.
I don't know if this is. I don't know if this
Hold up, what you got, Jordan?
Because I feel like I'm saying, okay, like is having location, because that's a very thing. I feel like we're all like, oh, give me your location. Is that a toxic trait?
It depends why they want it. Like, if them just having it is cool. But if they wanted to track your location, to know who you with, know what you're doing, that's a little bit toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold up. Let's that's a good question. We could go around the panel with that. So let's say, do they want your location in the beginning of the relationship, or is it like pre-relationship, like talking stage, maybe I casually having sex, want the location, or y'all been 6 months in, y'all about to start dating and he wants the location. So where's the time frame?
I guess I would developing into the
okay, so let's say 6 months in.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so let's start with you. 6 months into a relationship, a man wants the location. Is that toxic or not?
I don't think it's toxic, but if y'all on a good communication level, y'all flowing and everything is good. Shoot, this location with the iPhones just came up not a few years ago, but not too long ago. So why do you need somebody's location when you can have great communication amongst the both of you? It doesn't, to me, it wouldn't seem like it mattered, because before this iPhone and locations came up, people wasn't having locations then.
They was just popping up.
Girl,
where you at?
Yeah, popping up, or you know what I'm saying, or y'all having great communication and you know where I'm at. I call you when I get home.
Yeah.
Or XYZ. So I mean.
Okay, so you pretty much saying like, that ain't toxic.
Needed, but
it ain't needed, but it ain't toxic.
Yeah.
Ain't needed, but ain't toxic. Okay, you in the middle with it. Fair enough. What about you? So 6 months in, a dude wants your location. You giving that location up? Or no?
Because I'm a people pleaser.
And just speaking of mic, just throw your neck closer in the mic.
Damn. Okay,
Don't even touch the mic, because every time you touch it, it falls. So yeah, throw your neck. Yeah.
Okay, so because I'm a low-key people pleaser, I will give it up. But that's only because whatever I did made him feel insecure. Like, I don't know if I moved the wrong way, looked the wrong way. But if you're trying to find a man that you really want to be
you ain't
with,
giving that location up. The way you be running from the mic tells me that. She was like, yeah.
My man already got my location. He was like, you don't got to tell me where you at. I know where you at.
Wait, I thought you was single.
No, it's complicated.
So the complicated situation.
And I already told him, I'm going to say some relationship.
Okay.
I'm Delulu.
Yeah. Okay, at least you're taking accountability. Shorty is delusional. Fair enough.
much.
Moving right along to you.
I'm sorry, what's the question again?
Yeah, so at 6 months in a relationship, a man asking for your location, is it toxic or no?
6 months in, I don't think so. Me personally, I mean, 6 months in. Now, if it's like a month, hell, 2 weeks, that's toxic. But 6 months in, I don't think that's bad, right?
You don't think that's bad?
I don't know. Like, is it? That's bad. Like, so you mean location, like where you live?
Yo, I just figured something. Yo, you know who you remind me of? Hold on, time out. It just came to me. Yo, chat. You know what remind me of? Remember the viral clip? It was the dark skinned little chubby kid, right? And he was arguing with the light skinned kid on the bike, and he was like, "Bro, you ain't why you ain't eat the sandwich? Why you ain't eat the sandwich cold? Why you ain't need the sandwich roll? You know what I'm talking about? No, you remind me of him the way you speak.
Oh, well, I'm about to say I'm
You don't look like him the way
very
you
chocolate
speak.
and beautiful. I don't know what you talking about. That was very random with a question mark.
In the chat if y'all think she look like homie, not look like homie, remind you
The
of homie the way
guy
she
that was
speak.
like, how you ain't eat the sandwich cold? No, how you had to heat it up?
He had like a
Something.
country accent. You from the South?
No,
You not from the South? Wait, where you from?
you from?
She was
Where she? I'm not lying. That's they saying.
He coming out
they
of
say-
nowhere trying to roast.
It's the voice. It's the voice. The chat saying it. Yeah.
I
See,
don't
I'm
even
not
know
tripping
who
over
that
here.
character is.
If you see him, you should do a reaction to it.
I
Actually, on
will.
your YouTube channel.
I actually will. I would do a reaction.
Why you ain't eat the sandwich?
Yeah. Look up why you ain't need the sandwich cold. It's gonna come right up. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go finish what you were saying.
Yeah, that I'm gonna have to do a reaction to that now. Cause you talking shit, but anyway.
No, I wasn't. It's actually.
I understand we need to rate this, but no. On another note, yeah, I personally feel like it's not really toxic. 6 months, 6 months is not that bad, right? I personally think it's not.
So
that
not
bad.
toxic at all. All right, fair enough. So she just saying, 6 months in, she gonna get that location up. What about you, M?
I don't know if I would label it toxic. I personally don't share my location unless I'm going to a new place or like meeting somebody new. Then I'll be like, okay, look, this is where I'm going. Have my location in case anything goes wrong. You know where I'm at. But as to just constantly like knowing where I'm at is like, if I'm telling you I'm going here, you should trust me
Okay.
to be there, unless I've given you a reason not to trust me. But if you don't trust me, then what are we doing?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. No, fair enough. Good answer. What about you? It's your question.
Oh,
I'll have you go next.
Yeah, I guess I follow along with like a lot what you're saying. It really depends on that reason, I think. I'm willing to give my location, but if you're like asking because you don't trust me and you need to know where I'm at constantly, then that, and like you're like, oh, are you, like that's not okay. I think then that's getting more towards the why are we even in this?
Yeah. And what about you, Rachel?
I don't think it's toxic.
Okay.
I like to share my location with everyone. I feel safe.
Okay. All right. So you don't think it's toxic? Yeah, I would say, nah, it's not toxic. I would say don't ask, because girls could interpret you asking as you being insecure. That's why they may not like it. But the man isn't truly insecure if he's asking for the location. Part of him being a man is protecting you. So part of the protection category, if you peel the layer back, is knowing where you are, what you're doing, and who you with, and is not to give him peace of mind. It isn't that factor. It's the factor of, you want to protect you. You want to make sure you're good. Like something could happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know that the man can be the protector and everything, but I don't think that's the mindset of why they want your location.
No.
So you don't think it's like a taken
well,
scenario?
this is what I said. It's different ways of if the man is asking for the location, just the fact that a man has to ask for something, it can be interpreted as insecure. And not only he actually could be insecure, right? If he's asking. So I always come like a masculine man, part of masculinity is like you don't really have to say it. You kind of just show it in your behaviors. So it's like a man in a relationship or talking to a girl, and if he has to like ask a girl for the kiss, you're really already not doing your job anyway. Like imagine a guy asking you for a kiss.
Yeah, that's
Like if you don't go in for it, you get what I'm saying? So
That's
it's
pretty
So what if they
something.
get rejected?
Well, I get what you're saying, but it's something about
that's lame.
the romantic part
That's
and
on,
that
that's on some little
chemistry.
boy stuff.
Ladies, one mic at a time. That romantic part and that chemistry and the man creating that vibe, and he's able to read your body language, and he goes in for that kiss, and it's like, oh wow, I was ready for it. It wasn't like you wasn't ready for it. It was just the right timing, right? So it's something about a man knowing a woman. So the fact that if a man has to even ask for the location, it could be a part of him being insecure. That's a possibility. But in most cases, if he truly is like a man and, you know, he's looking out, he has genuine interest in you, then he's actually maybe just wanting to protect you is what I'm saying. So it can go two ways. And it's like this, right? So say if, for an example, just so y'all fully understand, I'll put it on the female's end. Say if you're walking down the street and another man slaps your butt. And say if you got to tell your man to go chase after that guy instead of your man just chasing after that guy, you would feel more secure and love your man more if he just chases after that guy right away without you telling him. So that's the same thing. What I'm saying as and a man, when he's, you know, in a relationship with a woman and it's been 6 months, he just has to put his best foot forward and really he got to be on his job. And if he's doing his thing right, the woman gonna share the location just off the strength without him even asking. But yeah, that's what I would say.